Hello, hello, hello. It's Father's Day, so I'm cooking the hubby dinner. Of course. I'm doing some Cornish hens, but I'm gonna jerk them. So I'm jerking some Cornish hens. I'm gonna cook them under the broiler and then wrap them up and put them in the oven. And I'm doing red beans and rice. I'm cooking my red beans in smoked sweet meat. I love that smoked sweet meat. If you don't know, try it. Smoked sweet meat and red beans, for sure. I don't know what it is, but that smoked sweet meat and red beans, it be on point. So I got smoked sweet meat, red beans, brown rice, cornbread, honey cornbread. Yes, it's Jiffy Mix, but I love it. The hubby love it. And the jerked Cornish hen. So I asked the hubby, do you eat Cornish hen? Because it's been a while since I cooked a Cornish hen. And then this time I'm doing it different because I'm jerking it. Yeah. So, Father's Day dinner. Be ready soon. Well, yeah. So, y'all come on in. Oh, thank you for your time and each and every moment you spend with Myra. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, all the steps, everything. Happy Father's Day. Let me show y'all the end process first. So these are my red kidney beans with smoked sweet meat. I got some onions. I put raw onions in when they was almost done. Yeah, let them simmer. And I just did some brown rice, salt, pepper, butter, cilantro, and this is honey cornbread, and yes, it is Jiffy Mix. I like it. And jerked, I can't even think, Cornish hen, y'all. sad. Jerked Cornish hens. Look at the onions. They so pretty and caramelized. So I got 2 Cornish hens, cleaned, cut in half, and I had to cut them ends off because if you know me, the hubby don't like them, so I cut them off. And I chopped up some onions and garlic. It's going in. Now I got my seasoned mixture in one bowl and then my sauce in another bowl. So my season, I have a teaspoon of that garlic, roasted garlic, poultry seasoning, onion powder, smoked paprika, and then a tablespoon of the complete seasoning and a tablespoon of this chicken flavor bouillon and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Now for my sauce, I got 2 tablespoons of jerk sauce, 3 tablespoons of barbecue sauce, and 1 teaspoon of mustard, and I got that all mixed. So I'm just making sure that it's mixed really good. I already, mixed it, but I'm just doing a double stir. And I'm gonna pretty much rub that sauce on the skin of the Cornish hen. I'm gonna get down to that meat too, y'all. But yeah, I'm just taking my little brush and rub it on. So again, this sauce is mustard, jerk sauce, and barbecue sauce. I will have some left, and I'm gonna add it, on the end. But I'm just rubbing it in really good while brushing it on really good. And then I'm going to flip it and do the same thing, y'all. Same thing. Get all up in there. All up in there. Because this is why I split it. Pretty much I split it in half because I'm going to put it under the border. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle my seasonings on the same side I just put the sauce on. Really good, really good. Whole lot. Yeah, a whole lot. And I'll say this. When I put it under the border and take it out, you will see where that seasoning, where that sauce is at. So, yeah, same thing for the other side. I'm going to put the sauce on first and then sprinkle seasoning on that side. Just trying to, coat it, brush it all over this beautiful Cornish hen. I got two, y'all. I got these from my corner store, Walmart. I think they was $10, maybe $10.50 for two. Yeah. I wasn't even gonna do Cornish hen. I was gonna just do chicken, cause the hubby like chicken with the beans. But I'm like, okay, we're gonna do Cornish hen. I asked him, do he eat Cornish hen? He said yes, cause it's been a long time since I made Cornish hen. And this is the first time that I will be jerking it. So yeah, I decided Cornish hen. We got Cornish hen, red beans, rice, and cornbread. So the hubby loved beans, so he'll have a good Father's Day dinner. Anyway, on to the seasonings. All over, all over, all over. And if you follow me, if you see my videos, if you see my videos, you know I got to get in and rub my meat. I got to. This is what I do. You do you. And I'm rubbing some more on the inside, y'all. I got the skin, and I'm on it on the meat, too. And I'm just rubbing that seasoning in. For me, it's nothing like actually rubbing it in. Get that seasoning up in there, on there, throughout. So I'm going to do the same for the other one. That's just me. It may be a mad thing, y'all, as I always say. But for me, this how I know my meat is seasoned. I'll rub it in, and rub it in some more. Yes, yes, yes. Again, one more time. This is what I do. You do you. I know somebody had said something about a process that I was doing with, I think, my baby back ribs. And they were saying that, I'm doing too much. But again, I'm not on here to make nobody do anything. This is just what I do. So I'm just on here sharing my process, not making nobody do anything. Okay, so I got my Cornish hens down. Again, you can see why I cut them in half and laying them flat. I got them on a baking pan, and they are going under the broiler. Now I'm gonna keep these under the broiler for like 5 minutes, flip 5 minutes, and until it's brown enough for me. So this is my smoked sweet meat. I added the remainder of that seasoning that was in a bowl that I had for the Cornish hen. Yeah, I just added them. I just poured it in there, I'm sorry. And I added some onions and garlic that I had cut up. So, but look at that broth. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. Oh, yeah. So I know when my sweet meat is good and cooked long enough for me, when those bones start sliding out. Yeah, because I like my meat tender. And I probably cooked these for about 3 hours on a medium fire. And I added chicken stock to it, as the broth go down. I just added more stock. It's been 5 minutes, y'all, under the broiler. So I'm taking it out. And then y'all see, as I said, you can see where that seasoning and the sauce is at, where it's really at. So I flipped it over, and I'm going to put it back under the broiler for another 5 minutes. And I have it on the top rack, y'all. Now after this, I'm going to flip it again and put it back in on that lower shelf, the lower rack, I'm sorry. But this is how it look on the other side after the first 5 minutes on this side. Again and again. It's a process for me. So I flip it and it's going back in. This is what I do. You do you. So another 5 minutes. Yeah, it's getting there. I like the color. It's getting there. Oh yeah. It's planes flying around here, y'all. Apologize for that noise. But I flipped it one more time, and it's going in on that lower rack. Another 5 minutes has passed, and here it is, looking good. This is exactly what I want. So that's why I do 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and 5 minutes. So I got it in the pan now, and I'm adding in some of those onions that I cut up. All over, yeah. Just breaking them up so they'll be all over. I don't want a whole lot, but I want them covered. And I'm gonna add in some of that garlic also. So that's what that is. I'm adding in more garlic. Flavor for me. So now I'm adding on some more of that sauce I had in the bowl, which I probably should have put it on before I did my onions, right? But I'm going to cover them onions too. And it's going to look so good. Oh, them onions going to be looking so good. Like caramelized onions. Yeah, I'm glad I did it like this. Wait till you see the results. So yeah, I'm trying to use up all the sauce, but I still got a little bit left in there. So I'm going to add some foil on top. Tight. I'm trying to get it tight anyway. And then it's going in the oven for about 35 minutes on 400 degrees. Yeah. Okay, what am I doing now? On to the rice. My rice is done. I'm using Uncle Ben's brown rice. So salt, pepper, and butter. And I'm going to add some cilantro on here. Got my butter over there. I already cut it up a little bit. So cilantro. I like the flavor and the color. Oh yeah. So I'm mixing that up. And I'm going to end up adding some more seasonings once I get this tossed, just to make sure it's all seasoned. My rice is seasoned and not just on the top. So give me a minute. Eyes get into it. Cilantro first. Cilantro. I like that. Cilantro. I like saying that. And more salt and pepper. I had enough butter. It just need to melt on throughout. So I'm just, going to get this mixed really good. I love Uncle Ben's rice because my rice come out fluffy every time. And give it a good shake, and I'm going to put this little paper plate on it and let it, set it to the side till everything else is done. So it's been 35 minutes, and I'm uncovering my Cornish hens with jerk barbecue sauce, and a little mustard. Oh yeah, that looks so good. Look at the onions, y'all. Look at the onions. Those onions, I'm loving it. And it's smelling so good. Oh yeah. Now I'm on to these beans, y'all. Let me get to these beans. I cook my beans separate. It's the first time I tried it this way in the crock pot. So I pretty much cooked them for about 7 hours, I want to say, on low. And this is my sweet meat cooking. Look at the broth. It done went down. But again, I take the bones out. When those bones start falling out, I know my meat is ready. Because I like my meat tender. So I put my beans in another pot. I took them out the crock pot and put them in another pot so I can pour in my meat and that delicious broth. I end up adding some more seasonings to this. I added some more complete seasoning, garlic and herb, and black pepper, because the seasoning from what I had left from the meat, it wasn't enough. So I added in some more. Yeah, I see that one bone floating up in there too. I gotta get it. But yeah, I'm gonna let this simmer, put a lid on it, and let the seasoning simmer in together for about 15-20 minutes. Again, I did add some complete garlic and black pepper, and that's gonna set, and it'll be it. That'll be it, y'all. I think I'm done. So I want to thank y'all for watching.